Todd. Testing 1, 2. There we go.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Glacier Peak High School and District 1 Girls 4A Championship Basketball. Scott Oshman joined with the none other Tim Boyle. Tim, how are you?
I'm doing great, Scott. How are you doing?
I am doing excellent. I'm excited to be here. We're up in the rafters. We have the number 1 ranked Lynnwood Royals and the Arlington Eagles, who aren't too shabby, to say the least.
No, actually, we got the matchup everybody was looking for. Arlington only got 3 losses on the year. They're 19-3. Glacier Peak or Lynnwood, we're at Glacier Peak, excuse me. Lynnwood 21-1 this year. So these two teams met earlier in the year, and I was just talking to the coach, Everett Edwards, and he was saying that Arlington came out real strong and actually gave them a real kind of run for the money. But in the end, Lynnwood ended up winning by 18, and that's really Arlington's only big loss this year.
Arlington has kind of, I don't know about cruised, but they have had a nice little run here in the tournament for sure. And Arlington, again, boys and girls, that's going to be our matchup here tonight. Our 6 p.m. game tip-off getting ready to start on STSPN, but stay tuned. At 8 p.m. we'll have the boys 4A final. Jackson and Arlington there as well.
And that's going to be a fun one too. And that one we got the matchup we were looking for there too. You got number 1 versus number 5 in that matchup. So everybody got what they wanted here.
Your key matchup here tonight will be interesting. Michaela Pivick for Lynnwood Royals, averaging 14, right alongside the Edwards sisters. Jasmine Edwards, of course, averaging 10 a game, and just a superstar lineup all the way up and down for Lynnwood.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Glacier Peak High School for tonight's District 1.
It is a loud, exciting night. Hopefully you can hear us out there on the interwebs. They're going to announce the starting lineups. We're going to head down and send it to Bob Blair, our PA announcer here at Glacier Peak. While he does that, we'll talk through the starting lineups and get everybody set on what exciting high-level high school girls basketball you're about to see here on STSPN.com.
For Arlington, a sophomore, 5'8" guard, number 3, Gracie
Castaneda, number 3 for Arlington.
Lynnwood, a guard, 5'5" senior, number 2, Jasmine Edwards.
And that, Tim, is Jasmine Edwards right there. She's phenomenal.
One of the coach's daughters.
For Arlington, guard, 5'6" sophomore, number 21, Emma
Yanasek. Again, averaging 5.5 a lot of games, 19 games. And there's number 3, Cooper.
Monte Cooper.
Arlington, at guard, a 5'9" junior, number 24, Jessica Lynnwood.
And again, the Lynnwood Royals balanced scoring, Tim. 3 girls over 10 points a game, and Monty Cooper, you just saw earlier, almost 10 points a game. So they can hit you from inside, outside, everywhere.
And that's what you want when you have a team like this. You want your scoring balanced.
You saw Ludwig there for Arlington as well. Head coach Joe Marsh for the Arlington Eagles. Been here before, many times. And you see the bigs. That was Russ for Arlington in the dark uniforms, and Lynnwood wearing their whites. Jordan Edwards
And
again.
that's the other coach's daughter.
Yep.
Assistant coaches Carly Lampman, Kim Anderson, Lisa Boyle, and Ashley Beard.
So Jordan, a sophomore, and her sister Jasmine, a senior. We're going to pause for a moment for the Pledge of Allegiance and perhaps our great band here, the National Anthem.
Then you rise and stand and face the east end of the gym as the Lynnwood band plays our national anthem. Following the national anthem, we will say the Pledge of Allegiance.
What an outstanding rendition of our national anthem there.
I thought that was great. That was Lynnwood,
that
wasn't
is
it?
the Lynnwood band. Outstanding.
They kind of had a different flair at the beginning and they kicked it off, and that was impressive.
You see the officials tonight. Romeo, one of them. Kevin Stride, the other one.
So, Scott, I asked Coach Everett Edwards, I asked him what worries him about Arlington, and he said basically they got a big gal down inside that they go to, or if they're doing real well with her, then they got you on the three. They got some real aggressive three-point shooters, so that's kind of a inside-outside thing. He said is what they're really good at.
We will see what the chess match. Again, these teams know each other. A lot of these girls played for many years, play together off season.
Oh yeah, they play the AAU, and I'm sure every one of them knows each other and played against each other many times.
And starting again, the blue dark uniforms, Arlington with Lynnwood getting the tip. He's talking about Leatherman, number 32. She's 6'1" for the Eagles. Down low. Back out, you're going to see Cooper. There's Edwards. She is quick, driving in. Pivot, that outside shot missed, and there's the rebound by Leatherman.
Oh.
Arlington here, 21. Janasek there, the point guard, gets it over to Ludwig. No score, just started. Glad you're with us here. Scott Oshman along with Tim Boyle, STSPN.com.
I think we'll look for Arlington to start shooting some threes right away.
Jordan Edwards with the scoop and the make! And that's how they hurt you all night long. It is pressure, pressure, pressure for these backcourt guards at Arlington.
And I think Arlington, they're going to be in big trouble. If they get down early here, I don't know that they'll be able to keep up with them. It'll take them off their game plan, and Lynnwood's not going to let you come back.
Ludwig on the right, tries to get into Leatherman, but another turnover. 2 so far in the early going. Here come the Royals. Bring it back outside for Jasmine. Jasmine again, 22 games, averaging 10 or more.
Oh!
3-ball by Cooper.
And now Lynnwood's opened up a 5-point lead, 5-0.
Opening minutes, they can put the throttle on you in a heartbeat. And head coach Joe Marsh might have to call a quick timeout, Tim, just to settle his team down.
I think they're going to need to come up for air here, especially if Lynnwood gets another bucket here.
16 on the shot clock, 6:05 again. Tim saying just first quarter action. And one of 2 District 1 championship games at 8 p.m. We will have the boys district champion Jackson against these Arlington Eagles. You see Janasek out working on Edwards. Gets it over, knocked off. It's a third turnover, as many possessions. That one off Castaneda.
This is going to spell trouble here for Arlington. Lost by 18 earlier in the season.
When they did play. And Lynnwood has had an easy route here to this district championship. Inside, easy. Talk about easy. Pivick. Nobody even challenging her. And again, Joe Marsh calls timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout right here, STSPN. We'll be back in just a second. Arlington Eagles, Lynnwood up 7-0.
Here we go, Scott.
Back up. Quick timeout by Joe Marsh and the Lady Eagles. They get it inside, trying to pound it down low. Double team quick, Tim. You see the pressure again by Cooper.
The defense is stifling, and I'll tell you, Arlington's not used to this. I mean, they saw it once earlier in the year, but all the other games Arlington's played, they've been in it. You know, they had a streak of 12 wins in a row, so they're really taking them off their game plan here.
Started out very on fire as Rogers comes in and Cooper sits down. Janasek trying to get it out. Drives in the paint, jumps, tries to draws the foul.
Draw the foul.
And she does.
That was one of those that could have gone either way.
Jayla Russ. And Rogers just into the ball game, getting her first foul.
Well, that was actually a moral victory, Scott, for them to get a shot off there.
It was. Gosh.
They've been
and also just slow it down.
Exactly.
Russ, the second leading scorer there for the Eagles. She drops the first there. As she almost scores 12 points a game, misses the second. We have Rob on stats tonight. I want to thank Rob for coming out. Statistician will check in at the quarter break. 5:01 left in the first here. Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle, live from Glacier Peak High School in Snohomish. Working around the edge now. The Royals up 7-1. They go down, spin, turn, short, right at the buzzer at the shot clock. But the Royals recover.
Block. And Lynnwood's doing a really good job of moving the ball around. There's a big three right there. And gets it, nothing but net. And that was Jasmine Edwards.
That was Jasmine. Fast break, good quick shot, air ball.
On the
Pivick.
line.
Are they going to say Pivick hit the line?
Yep. They're going to bring in Danielle Hayes here, number 33.
Jayla Russ for the Eagles tried to get a quick stop. That might not be a bad tactic. Instead of getting that settled half court, if you're Arlington, try and get some transition, some big buckets.
Well, I think you're right, because Arlington's struggling right now moving the ball around. Lynnwood's defense is so stifling right now. They're just having a heck of a time trying to get the ball around.
They swing it around to Castaneda. She's caught. Big throw and catch. Now the post player, 32 Leatherman.
That was a great pass by number 21. Take a quick
Janasek,
shot.
great pass. Another big rebound by Russ. And now the Eagles settling down, just down by 7, early going, 3:55 left in this first quarter. A packed Glacier Peak building, Tim.
Yeah, I see they got the upper section open up there, and they may really need it for the second game tonight.
Yes, Janasek. Kind of a Hail Mary throw, but Russ there, and they're going to call the foul, I think, on Rogers.
That's going to be her second foul, Scott. Getting the game just a minute ago, and she's got 2 fouls on her.
If you just joined us, early going, 3 possessions for Arlington, 3 turnovers, and it was helter-skelter. Arlington having trouble breaking the Royal press. Head coach Joe Marsh for the Eagles called a quick timeout, and they've settled down, reacted very nicely.
Amina Donahoe checks in, number 30. She comes in for Edwards.
A lot of substitutions now. Ludwig on the corner, now back Castaneda. Janasek from deep downtown off the rim, but her friend there for the rebound can't put it back. Russ tried to head the angle there, couldn't get it to go. It'll be Royal ball.
Yeah, and Arlington needs to get a couple more baskets just to kind of calm Lynnwood down a little bit, but right now Lynnwood's just all over them.
Changes again for the Royals in white here at Glacier Peak High School. Again, Hayes in there, draws it to Donahoe. Donahoe misses it. Eagles. Janasek wisely 1-on-5, holds back. Great scrappy D by Hayes for the Royals on Janasek. There's
Ball.
3, missing.
Donahoe with the rebound.
Have to talk to Rob, but I think they are 0 from 3 ball.
And that's what that was one of their strong points on the year. In fact, the coach for Lynnwood said he's really got to look out for those 3 balls.
There's not a 3 ball, but a nice shot by Pivic. Good rebound by Janasek. Now she pushes it down to Castaneda. Russ back to Castaneda, goes up. I thought she got hammered.
She got Donahoe gets fouled, I believe. I think that's going to go against their center forward there.
Did you think she got, maybe she went up strong? I thought she got hammered there.
Oh, it's on Gracie Castaneda.
I would say she did.
But that's the velvet tones of our executive producer Todd Elvig chiming in. Down low, wide open, great block by Janasek from behind. Good hustle play there. 10-3, Royals on top, 2:12 here in the first quarter of this District 1 championship game. Out front is Donahoe, newly checked into the ball game.
She's got relatives in Arizona watching her tonight.
Really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Edwards, the chief, who runs in. Wow!
She's fouled by number 4,
Baldaris. Oh, my goodness.
Scrappy little game here we got.
Serafina Balderas, the sophomore.
Neither team's really in foul trouble.
No. Now you see Jordan Edwards, the sophomore, younger sister, over to her older sister.
Oh.
Great, broken up by Russ. Rare turnover
there by Russ.
1:37 left in the first quarter. Deep 3-ball corner pocket, not going to go. Leatherman tries to tip it, but here comes Edwards.
Edwards going coast to coast, dishes it off.
Jasmine can't get it to go. Big rebound by Donahoe. Out front now, 1:17 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock here for the Lady Lynnwood Royals in white. Number 1 in the state. Down low. Tries to back him down as Cooper. Out to Jasmine. Running left-hander won't go. Janasek, 59 on the game clock.
Not much scoring in the last couple minutes. 10-3, it was that, I think, at the timeout.
Look at the long arms, Tim.
Of Edwards.
Jordan
she's
Edwards.
All over the place, too.
5'10". Janicek, great dish to Leatherman. Can't get it to go, but she might draw the foul.
I think it's going to be on Amina Donahoe. I think. See what they're calling here.
With 41 seconds left to go.
Number 30, Amina Donahoe, her first
Team second foul.
Fourth foul.
Fourth foul. I think Bob Blair was looking at the wrong team there. Leatherman can't hit the first one.
Ooh.
They're going to have to hit these free throws.
You were reading my mind, Scott. They're going to need to hit they're going to need to hit like 90% tonight on the line to win. And girls are actually usually pretty good free throw shooters. In fact, high school girls, I think, shoot better than high school boys a lot of times.
I don't have the hard data in front of me, but I would agree. Leatherman can't get that one. Oh, and Cooper tries to save it. Oh, as I think that is Romeo coming over to the scorer's table. 39.5 seconds left.
I think he's coming over to the scorer's table because there was a clock issue there.
A lot of substitutions now for Arlington Eagles. Coming in is Brittany DeNike.
I'm not used to seeing all this subbing when I'm in the Glacier Peak Stadium.
Glacier Peak fans can't wait for tomorrow night. Their 3A district championship game.
Yeah, and Glacier Peak is 20-2, I think, on the year. So a lot of good teams out of Wesco this year.
Boys already out of this tournament for the Grizzlies. Is the inbound pass now. Gets to Baldaras. Now they trap her in the corner. Great anticipation by Edwards. Finds her sister, but another.
Traveled.
Yeah, Baldaras. Coming the other way, 26 left. It's now turnover century. Jordan Edwards finally with the ball, 19 seconds. Finds Cooper. Spins left-handed roller, no good. Rebound by Pivot. Can't get it. Baldaras with 10 seconds. Janasek. Got to have to move it.
And when's the last time we had a score, Scott?
I don't remember.
I think it was before the timeout.
Oh, Baldaras can't hang on, loses his traction.
They're going to let the quarter run out, I think. So we didn't have that was back and forth, but nobody scored in the last, 3-4 minutes?
Maybe more. That was demolition derby at the end.
I think it was a good timeout by Marsh, the coach of Lynnwood or Arlington, because he calls that timeout. Nobody's scored since.
A sizzler here at Glacier Peak. Lynnwood up 10-3. This streaming HD broadcast, no one else but STSPN, brought to you by the Snohomish Eye Care Center, right on Avenue D in downtown Snohomish. Also our great friends McDaniel's Do-It Center in downtown Snohomish. And for anybody there at Fred's Rivertown Ale House who might have us on, Fred's downtown Snohomish. In fact, I believe my wife is enjoying all kinds of great beverages and food down at Fred's right now. Also brought to you by Kathy Salvadolina, Windermere Realtor.
The friend of the program.
Friend
what I
and
like to call
family extraordinaire, KathySalvo.com. And as usual, Tim, as you like to say, number one and the number two biz.
That's
Wesco Septic, awescoseptic.com. Any time of day, 7 days a week, call awescoseptic.com.
So Replay Rob just gave us the stat. They're 1 for 5 from the free throw line for Arlington. 1 for 9 from the field.
Arlington having struggles, and a lot of it is the defense of the Royals, but they're not hitting some open jumpers. Jasmine Edwards just covering D. They go inside again. This is DeNike. She is tied up by Cooper.
So that's going to be another turnover, count as another turnover for Arlington. So 7 turnovers already in this. Right.
7 turnovers for Arlington.
Yeah,
wow.
According to Replay Rob there. I would never doubt him.
He is Rob the statistician tonight. He wears many hats here at STSPN. We want to thank him for coming out. As Pivot leads The ball handling, coast to coast pivot, can't get it to go. Good try though. And now it is just a pinball, the peach.
It's a hot potato out
there. It really is. 20 seconds, 18 left on the shot clock. Cooper.
Uh-oh. Traveled.
2 or 3 turnovers now on the Royals. 3 turnovers on Lynnwood. They do not do that very often.
No, but I'll tell you, there's another turnover for Arlington right in the inbounds pass.
And at the corner of your screen, just out of it, was Joe Marsh, the head coach, just shaking his head for Arlington.
Because that's 8 turnovers right off the get-go here. And I'll tell you what, you're playing the number 1 team in the state, you're not going to be able to do that and win the game.
They've got
mathematical certainty right there.
Look at the defense, though, by Balderas.
How tall is Balderas?
Balderas is a stifling 5 foot even.
That means they've given her 2 inches like
sophomore,
they do in high school.
Yeah.
So she's like 4'10".
She needs a wedge. She needs some pumps on those sneaks.
She's playing like she's 12.
Janasek, number 21 there. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Deep 3 ball, not even close.
Oh, but a good rebound there.
Brittany there for the rebound, can't get it. Again, the hot potato. They're going to say she had possession. Romeo.
On the line. She had possession, but she was on the line.
Castaneda.
Boy, they just got about 5 rebounds there.
Shot clock was coming down. Baseball throw. Edwards.
There's the bucket. And that kind of breaks the silence there for Lynnwood.
4 points for the young Edwards. 12-3 now. Lynnwood with their biggest lead of the ball game.
9-point lead.
6-13.
Oh, she looked like she walked.
Balderas.
Do we know what the stat was for the length of time between
wait a minute.
I couldn't hear what Todd was saying there.
What was the length of time between scores?
I don't know, but a long time.
It was probably
several
5 minutes at least, I think. 6 minutes maybe.
Serafina Balderas, I like her. She is scrappy, nifty. Another turnover, the 4th tonight. Again, rare. Good news for Arlington fans.
They're turning it over like the Denver Broncos were.
Always good to have Tim Boyle here next to me. Just comforting.
Well, I'm comfortable talking about football.
That's right. Usually our expert STSBN analyst, Tim Boyle, but he's right at home here at the Hardwoods.
Well, I'm in the cave.
You are.
The bear cave.
They're going to catch 33 Hayes for a reach foul. Danielle's first tonight. Team's 5th team foul. That also could come into play if Arlington could hit any free throws.
Yeah, what'd we say? They were like 1 for 5 from the free throw line?
Something like that. We'll check in with Rob here in a second. The corner. Ludwig. Balderas, good dish. And makes him pay to Nike. We have it on ours as DeNike. Bob Blair, the PA announcer here, saying DeNike. So apologize to all the Royal Nation out there. Make sure pronouncing these young ladies' names correctly.
Oh, I'm sure the family will be happy if you just keep calling her name if she's making baskets, no matter what you call her.
That's true. Douglas, number 4, in for the Royals. Cooper from long range. Set shot, no good. Rebound by Ludwig. 12-7 lead for the Royals. 4:41 left in this first half as DeNike gets tied up with
Possession
Pivot.
will stay with Arlington.
Boy, they change him out quickly and often, don't they?
They do, and that's good strategery by the coaches. It's hard to know how to sub. That's kind of one of the difficult parts of this game, knowing when to sub, because it's easy to just let your starters stay in there.
Yeah, until they run out of juice and they're missing free throws and they lose their legs. Joe Marsh cheering on. Oh, great defense. Almost gets it across the timeline. Hayes just annoying Balderas. And great heads up. Tried the old bounce off your leg, but it didn't work. Hayes driving Edwards. Great block by Russ.
That was a great block. She's got some length on those arms, doesn't she?
Jayla Russ, number 31 for Arlington. Great block as a...
And that was Jordan Edwards. My guess is she doesn't get a lot of shots blocked.
No, I don't think so.
No one seems to be able to find... Oh, she threw an elbow there.
Rogers.
Could have got her for an elbow, I think, too, so she was lucky to get the travel call.
Another substitution, and a big round of applause for Balderas. Serafina doing a great job, a little spark.
She didn't play like she was 4'10".
No, she didn't. Don't cheat her.
Well,
5'5" flat.
Well, like I said, in high school, they spot you a couple inches.
Sevi Beelzer now in for Arlington. There's Russ. Can she get the roll? No. Goes for her own rebound. Bounced out.
Nice pass.
By Edwards. To Edwards.
Oh, and she got her from behind there.
And that was Sevi Beelzer on the foul, just newly checked in for the Eagles. Boy, the combination, Edwards to Edwards, probably a very common theme.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan Edwards at the line, the sophomore.
Hits it.
She gets it in. Averaging 10 points a game for Jordan. Her fifth point tonight, though, Tim.
The subbing is crazy. It'd be impossible to be the statistician right now. With these I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd walk out.
Bob Blair getting a workout, our PA announcer. Jordan hits the second, 6 points. She's the leading scorer. 6 points of the 14 for the Royals as they pressure. Oh, and Short now in for the ball game. Number 11 brings it up. Pressure. Janasek gets it in, though, to Ludwig. Back out to Janasek. 12 on the shot clock. Short ringing around. That's Short. No good. Rebound in there, though. Good job by Ludwig.
I think she's going to be fouled by Hayes, I believe.
Jessica Ludwig doing a good job on the offensive boards.
It's on Jordan Edwards, her first.
We'll have to keep track of this as 16 fouls for the Royals. Ludwig misses that first one. What are they? I'm leaning over to my left. What's their free throw right now for the Eagles?
One first. What do we say? What do we got?
They're killing themselves as Ludwig, Jessica tries to get another one missed.
I think they're like 1 for 8 or 1 for 9.
Jasmine brings it up. We'll get all that. 3:09 left, 14-7. Turnaround jumper. Nuh-uh. Great rebound position by Pivic.
They both had, problem is her teammate had it too.
And the full court pressure, this has just got to wear on you.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll guarantee you Arlington hasn't seen defense like this year outside of Lynnwood.
Ludwig now at the free throw. Deep three. Got it. That's number 12, Sevi Beelzer. Huge bucket with 2:46 left in the first half. And Cooper.
What are they going to call that? Oh, they're going to call that a block. She got away with one there because I think I would have called that a charge.
Monty Cooper, 5'10 junior. Boy, she came steamrolling in there.
She caught a break there.
And Leatherman gets the foul, her first. And just as Arlington can't hit it from the stripe, the Royals are having no problems.
Yeah, that could have easily been Lynnwood's 7th foul of the half and putting Arlington in the bonus. She gets them both, Scott, and 16-10 now.
2:40 left in the first half. Cooper's 5 points so far as they hassle. Janasek tried to get it to Ludwig off her. Back the other way. Jasmine, great defensive play by Janasek.
She plays some tenacious D.
Oh, she denied that.
Emma,
Man.
talk about cutting up the lanes. Oh, my goodness. That was a little road rage right there, Tim Boyle.
Rejection notice.
Errant pass again.
And
Turnover by Lynnwood.
Janasek causes another turnover there.
High fives. Sevi Beelzer getting congratulatory notes there by teammates as he checks it out. 2:20 left in the first half. Lynnwood hanging on by 6. Big three-pointer by Beelzer. Last possession. Beelzer with it, fakes, goes baseline of the trees, back out to Ludwig, now up top. 11 on the shot clock. Janasek, can she make it happen? No. Pivic with the rebound, fast break, 3-on-2. Pivic herself drops, no good rebound. Again, Pivic.
Oh, Marsh is going to talk about it. He got to within 4 at one point, and now it's back up to 8. Here's the thing: if Arlington could make some free throws in this half, this could be a tie ball game. I mean,
and the transition D, I'm sure Mr. Marsh imploring to his young ladies, you've got to get back on defense. They just beat them 3-on-2. The minute they get it, they come back.
And Arlington's trying to play a little bit of a perimeter game out there. They're trying to look for that 3 ball, but just not able to find it. Too much pressure by Lynnwood.
Pivic did a great job. She had 3-on-2, took it herself, got her own rebound. 4 points now on my unofficial scorecard here for Pivic. Michaela Pivic. Full court pressure.
One of the fans was looking for it.
1:46 left here in the first half, live at Glacier Peak High School in Snohomish, Washington. Scott Oshman along with Tim Boyle here, STSPN. Inside to Leatherman, turns, hits the glass, an easy bucket by Lindsay Leatherman. Her first tonight.
In HD.
Over and back, another. Whoa! Arlington's trying to climb right back in it here.
To say they're rattled, I don't know. It's too early.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far, but
7 turnovers now for the Lynnwood Royals, and you know, head coach Everett Edwards not happy with that.
No, Arlington will not go quietly into the night. We know that.
18-12 is their lead with $1:20 left on the game clock for the first half. Janasek, way out deep right corner, no good by Beelzer. Here comes Edwards.
Well, she traveled, another turnover.
Boy, she's got to get like Michael Jordan. She's got to dry those skeets off.
Well, you mean that means the refs are going to give her an extra step? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. The treads, man. The treads weren't happening for Jordan. All right, 1:06 left here. 4A championship. Janasek all the way, and she gets it.
She had a little English on that ball. Did you see that? Didn't have quite the right angle, so she put a little spin on it.
I like. You got to add a little sauce, Tim. Janasek, her first bucket, a left-handed running left-hander by Douglas. They just keep coming if you're a Lynnwood Royal.
Well, Lynnwood seems to respond to every bucket that Arlington throws up.
A senior 5'5" Grace Douglas with her first bucket. 32 seconds left here in the first half. Another Eagle turnover. Haynes. Corner, Jasmine Edwards, that deep 3.
Nope.
Front rim. But Pivic there to rebound. 19 on the shot clock, or 19 on the game clock. Blocked by Leatherman.
Blocked. They're going to call the jump ball, so possession arrow stays with Lynnwood.
15.4 left in this first half. If you can hold Lynnwood, don't let them get a bucket if you're an Arlington fan. This is a victory going in to halftime, down 6. Jordan
I think
Edwards.
he'd take that any day of the week. Any team would probably take that at this point.
Douglas out front now to Yasmin. Yasmin drives. 3 seconds on the clock. Jordan can't get it. Janasek will rebound, and they did exactly that.
Okay, so they held them to win. They're within 6, so they're within striking distance.
To say we were just scoring out of the gym today would be, well, it would just be not true. 20-14 at halftime. Lynnwood, a rough first half in their regard as far as turnovers. 10 turnovers for the Lynnwood Royals, 11 turnovers for the Lynnwood Royals. Arlington will get those totals.
I think you're going to see a different second half. I don't think you're going to see, I think it's going to open up a little more with the scoring. Just a little, just my own thought there.
Well, we'll go back. We're going to take a quick break. Halftime here at Glacier Peak High School for the girls 4A Wesco District 1 championship game. Lynnwood leading by 6. Stay right here. We'll be back just in a second right after this.
Around the front leg. Yeah, around there. There you go. And then take yours. Run yours around this. Yeah. There. Now it won't bother you. You don't have an extra headset for God, man. No big deal, no. I do in the truck. Nah, don't worry about it. Maybe for the second game. crowd stuff, man. What? Your crowd stuff. You know, get up in the crowd, talk to the kids, talk to the band, talk to somebody before the next game. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle, at a packed, loud, fun Friday night here at Glacier Peak High School.
We got Battle of the Bands going on here, Scott.
We do. We got Arlington, we got Lynnwood. It's not just on the floor, up in the stands.
I mean, yeah, the real bands, exactly. And I say, hate nothing against Arlington's band, but I think Lynnwood's got them on the band area. Not that I'm an expert in that category.
Yes, you are. You're an expert in many, many categories. Our halftime score, 20-14 Lynnwood. Tim, let's talk a little bit about what happened in that first half, but probably maybe more importantly, what Arlington has to do here in the second half to hang with the number one team in the state.
Well, I think the key for Arlington is looked like it was going to be a blowout. The coach calls a timeout, and all of a sudden they're back in it. You know, it was the perfect timeout for them. I think they came out and hit a three after the break, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And they did a good job of kind of like slowing Lynnwood. Lynnwood was kind of running up and down the court, but just not being able to find anything that they couldn't just get the ball in the basket.
And for the Lynnwood Royals, really, I mean, they got 20 at halftime. They've scored 76, their season high against Edmonds Woodway, but they've scored 68 numerous times, 56, 58, 69 to open the season. So low scoring for head coach Everett Edwards and his Royals.
Yeah, and I think, like I said earlier, I think you're going to see that open up a little more in the second half, and probably even from both teams, but I definitely think you're going to see Lynnwood put up more than 20.
Lynnwood again coming in number one, 15-0 in conference, 21-1. Their only loss to Cleveland at a holiday tournament. The Arlington Eagles not too shabby, 12-3 in the conference, 19-3 overall.
Yeah, and they had that 12. They started out 12-0, and then they lost 3 in a row.
If you're just joining us, just the start of the second half, in the dark blue jerseys is Arlington Eagles. That's Janasek, kind of the lifeblood here. The Eagles had a great first half, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 2 points. She can do it all. Ludwig over in the corner again. Russ now battling baseline, tries to go up, draw a foul. They're not going to give it to her, Tim.
They're not. It looked clean from here.
Going up against Cooper there for the Royals. 4 seconds left on the shot clock here. Going to have to get it away. And Janasek does. Can't get it. Big rebound, though, by Cooper. Jordan Edwards with a good first half with 6 with the ball.
And thing about Jordan is she gets down the court really fast.
Switch now, Pivot. Meaningful minutes in the first. Back out to Edwards. 3. Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Edwards, the younger Edwards sister. They are deadly. Now Ludwig tries to go up. Are they going to call it? Yes, they're going to call Cooper, I think.
Wow. Tim. I wonder if they're going to call that a continuation of the shot because it looked like the ball was way down by her waist.
Look at this crowd.
This is a great crowd. Hopefully you're seeing on your video screen as Ludwig goes, can't make it. And again, Achilles heel.
Them.
Unofficial 2 for 6 at in the first half for Arlington. Might have been
2
more.
For 6. I think they missed more than. I think it was more than that. Another miss.
That is going to plague them. And head coach Joe Marsh. The dish, the drive, the bucket. Monty Cooper, 7 now for Cooper.
Have opened it up 5 points already. It scored quick, getting off to a quick start in the second half.
Arlington's going to need to get some points. 3 ball, try, no. Pivot there, great position and box out. Pivot the other way, driving left.
Oh.
Can't get it right at the doorstep. Ludwig trying to get it, but there's number 4.
Oh, timeout there.
Nice job by Douglas there to get it.
30-second timeout called by Lynnwood.
Timeout on the court. You're watching this HD streaming live broadcast only on STSPN, brought to you by Kathy Salvadolina, Kathy Salvo, WindermereRealtor.com. Also by McDaniel's Do-It Center, downtown Snohomish. Wesco Septic, awescoseptic.com, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Also want to welcome into our broadcast Snohomish Eye Care Center, also in downtown Snohomish.
That's a new one for us.
So I wanted to give our viewers a little tip. Down in the corner of the viewer, of your viewing screen right there, you'll see a little thing that looks like a gear. When we say we're broadcasting in HD and you want to see it really sharp, make sure you click on that gear and click on 720, and that will give you high definition.
You heard it here, folks. Click on the gear if you want HD.
Jasmine gives it to her younger sister, Jordan. Now it is Douglas, and she'll draw the foul as she drives to the hoop. Grace Douglas. First foul on Janasek. Jasmine
wide open
for 3.
Wide open.
Nailed it. 6 points now for Yasmin Edwards.
And she's the older of.
There's a 3 right back at you by Sevi. Beelzer. She's got 2. Oh!
And Jordan Edwards answers back. Wow, and Marsh is going to talk about it. He's not very happy. You can just see, he's fuming right now. He is fuming. Look at him.
You cannot. We switch over quickly. Look at him. Emphatic.
I don't want to be sitting right there on the bench. He's beat red and fuming.
Jordan Edwards, 12 points right now on our scorecard here. And Lynnwood now 4 for 5. Lynnwood 4 for 5 from the field in the second half.
Well, here's what's happening, Scott. Every time Arlington gets a break and gets a 3-point or something, Lynnwood instantly answers back, which is a sign of a good team. They can answer back just like that.
You do not want to trade triples with these guys, though.
No, you don't want to go toe-to-toe.
Of course, I was saying that they're high. You know, they're very low scoring this game. They've scored 76. Boom, 5:39 left. They put 10 on the board.
They might be on pace for that here real quick.
Taking out of bounds for the Everett Eagles, Sevi Bilzer. She's had 2 baskets, both from behind the arc. Full court pressure nonstop here. Cooper tries to catch up and pick her pocket. Can't do it. Ludwig. Cross court to Russ.
And she gets the foul. I think that's going to be on Jordan Edwards, if I'm not mistaken. See what they call here.
Kevin coming up to the line. That
is going to be on Jordan. Now the problem here, Scott, is that's her third foul, so she's going to have to back off. I think they're probably going to sub for her here.
Jordan Edwards, just a sophomore, 5'10". Again, the Eagles struggling from the line, and finally they get one to fall. The second point for Jayla Russ. And maybe this is the first half. Serafina Baldaras, number 4, the gal coming in for Arlington. She was kind of a spark plug in the first half.
Oh, she was. Gets up and down the court really good.
Russ hits the second. 3 points for.
Well, so Arlington's within 11 here.
They have got to keep it tight. Pivot, one-on-one, dribble drive on Russ. Now it's getting trouble. Russ trying to keep off. Back out to Yasmin. Edwards going to take Baldaras to the hoop. Floater can't get it, but scrappy rebound, and Cooper comes out. 26 on the shot clock. Being just in her grill there. Oh. Cooper bumps right into Leatherman. No good.
Rebound. It should have been a foul one way or another. That should have been called on something.
Collision course, not the first tonight for Cooper.
No, there's been a few of those.
And Leatherman. Leatherman wants it high post to the elbow. 14 now on the shot clock for Arlington. 4:33 here in the third quarter. Long three.
Oh, and that was just barely off.
She had time and space, did Baldaras. As Douglas drives, can't get it. What a rebound by Pivot!
I think we're going to have a foul on the floor here.
Now, John McLean, our other expert analyst on the basketball court, always tells me it cannot be over the back.
Well, I know what he's talking about. There's no such thing as over the back, but when you go over the back, they call a foul.
A reach around. The crowd doesn't
Who'd they
love
call
it.
that on?
Let's see who the foul. There's discussion here. You can see in your picture.
There's something going on over here too, because people keep looking over to the right. So I'm wondering if there's some Arlington crowd problem.
Okay, Leatherman getting the foul.
Leatherman second. Okay.
Two team fouls apiece here. Again, hopefully you can hear us loud and clear. Check us out on our Facebook or even
they can hear you good.
STSPN. They can hear us great.
There's going to be another one there. I think that's going to be on Jayla Russ, if I'm not mistaken.
Kelsey Rogers going hard to the basket, and you're right. Her first. That's amazing. It's only her first.
You know, I'm looking at the coach down there, and I got to tell you, if I was called off the court, I don't know if I'd go back to the bench.
Which coach? Both of them? Yeah, Mr. Marsh, Joe Marsh, the Arlington coach, is hot.
He scares me from up here.
As Kelsey gets that first free throw and her first points of the night in this District 1 championship. Nice stroke. 2 from the line. Kind of ease back into a 2 or a 1-2-2 kind of pressure here. 32-19, Lynnwood Royals on top. 4:02 left in the third quarter. Back out top, Janasek. Russ thinks about it. Now from the stripe, can't get it to go. Rebounds though, another great one by Cooper, Tim, and that's killing the Arlington Eagles.
She's taking it coast to coast. Ooh, and they called a foul. Oh, no foul on that one. Wow.
Boy.
There's been like 3 or 4 of those where you would have thought one way or another it's a foul. But
boy, Monty Cooper. She wanted to take it to the rack, baby.
She did.
Coast to coast. A one-way ticket. Edwards gets it into Cooper. She goes up and she draws the foul for number 15, Brittany Denike, who just checked in the ball game for the Eagles.
It's a good play by Cooper to just take it to the hole, and I think she knew she was going to draw a foul on that. Who was that foul on?
Oh, they're going to call that on number 12. Check that, Sevi Bielzer, her second, as Cooper hits the first free throw. Monty Cooper, 8 points so far in the ball game. One of kind of the trifecta here with you got Pivick, Edwards, Sisters, and Cooper, or the four, I should say. The top four scores for Lynnwood Royal. She hits that.
What's scary is that Jordan Edwards is a sophomore. That's
There's going to be a technical on Marsh. He's hammering that ref.
He is working on Romeo over there on the baseline, our referee.
He's working on anybody, I think.
Janasek, nice little stop and drop jumper there for Janasek.
I'm going to tell you, she's the backbone of that team. She's a phenomenal defender, too. There she goes again.
She's a player for sure, keeping them in it. Drive hard to the basket is Grace Douglas, too much. Rebound Arlington. Now they've got both Baldaris and Janasek in the backcourt as Baldaris drives.
Went off of
Douglas.
Went off of Douglas's toe there.
Now more substitution if you're just joining us again. 2:59 left to go here in the third quarter. Scott Oshman along with Tim Boyle, STSPN.com. Big substitutions on both sides. They run them and they turn them and burn them here.
They do. Much more so than the boys.
10, Janasek. Now she's trying to take matters in her own hands, and she draws the foul on Kelsey Rogers.
Now it'll be interesting to see how she does from the free throw line.
I have the third foul on Kelsey Rogers.
That was on Kelsey. Yep, that's what I have too. They got a couple people in foul trouble now.
Janasek hits that.
Amina Donahoe's going to check in for Kelsey Rogers.
They are just flowing back and forth. Marsh still working on.
They have to tee him up.
Right in the bottom of your screen. He is chewing Romeo's ear.
Well,
I think that's Romeo.
She got the foul, went to the line, hit 2 free throws. I don't know what he's chewing the ref for. Did he want a flagrant foul or something?
I don't know. He just is not happy. He's not a happy camper. His team down 34-23. Janasek hits both of them. 6 points for her. Yasmin drives on Baldaris. Get the roll. Baldaris with the rebound. She's weaving through traffic. Crosses the timeline. Now gets it. And there's a bump.
Wow. It's going to be on number 33, Hayes. That'll be her second foul, I believe. 4 fouls now for both teams are in 4 fouls here.
Fouls readily available here. 4 team fouls, as he said.
That's
again.
That's going to be on Amina Donahoe, number 30, I believe.
Arlington, just word in, Tim, from our statistician, Rob Replay, Wygant. Why not Wygant? 0 for 7. Lynnwood 0 for 7 in their last 7 possessions, 7 tries. Oh, free throws. Oh, their only points are free throws. Boy, we got to work on the communication between Replay, Rob, and me.
Why they call him Replay?
We got to learn hand signals. But she drives, no foul, and then
it's going to be a charge.
Oh, my.
That's her second, I believe.
More for Joe Marsh to get excited about.
Uh-oh.
I think that was
a
right.
Football pass there.
Way down to Edwards. Yasmin, she finds a wide open Douglas.
Oh!
Got it.
That was a dagger. That was a dagger right in the heart.
37-23. This third quarter not been a good one for the Eagles. Only 3 points this half for the Eagles, and 17 for Lynnwood.
Now that's probably going to be on Cooper, I believe.
We'll see Janasek doing all she can.
Oh, Danielle Hayes got that one.
Boy, you got Hayes with 3, Jordan Edwards with 3, and Kelsey Rogers with 3.
That could become a factor. Now, fortunately, Lynnwood's sitting on a 14-point lead, so they might be able to overcome that. But in a tight game, that would certainly become a factor.
Out top, Janasek doing it all. Gets it over to Short. Short in the corner, Bardaris. Bouncer off the back rim. Here comes the Royals. Pivot, he's got Redwards. Takes it herself. Now spins, set shot, no good.
Oh,
great.
That's going to be on number 10.
Good rebound, sorry, by Denike. Denike at 6 foot. Her and Lindsay Leatherman, the tallest girls on the team.
Foul.
At 1:17
wow,
in the
and
third
there's a
quarter.
lot of time for them to get into the bonus here.
More substitution. Jordan comes back in with 3 fouls, and Pivot will sit.
Well, it's pick your poison. They've each got 3 fouls, but you got to play them.
And that Denike at the free throw line. Can't get it. That's going to be critical if they're going to get back in this championship game. Douglas over to Yasmin, and she'll draw the foul.
Number 11 got her.
Short.
Sarah Short.
We talked earlier in the first half, head coach for Arlington, Joe Marsh. The game started, Lynnwood went on a big run. He took a quick timeout, settled the girls down. Beasler came out, hit a big 3. I think Joe Marsh has to settle the Arlington Eagles. As you see, Edwards missed the front end there.
Amina Donahoe's coming back in, and Pivot's coming back in.
But 1:08 in the third, again, long way to go. What do you think, Joe Marsh? He's got to just settle his ladies down.
Well,
Edwards hits the second.
I think, you know, when you're playing the number 1 team in the state, you got to play, your team has to play as the best game possible, but then they also need a little luck too, and they're not getting that.
See if they can get it across the timeline. 10 seconds. Good job by not panicking. Serafina Baldaras, number 4, over to Janasek. We will have a player of the game as 48 seconds left to go in the third quarter, so stay tuned for that. And this is just one of 2 on the STSPN schedule tonight. Janasek has to get rid of it as the buzzer of the shot clock.
Oh, I thought she got it off. Are they saying she didn't get it off, or she fouled? Oh, she was fouled.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Who got her?
Kevin coming over to the table with a push.
Now, Amina Donahoe's got 3. So you got, Scott, you got 4 players on Lynnwood with 3 fouls now.
It's going to come down to the old charity stripe percentages.
And so far, well, so far, no. I was going to say so far they're not doing very good.
We do not have their shooting percentage from the stripe for the season, but it's pivotal here. I mean, they could have been actually tied up or even maybe in the lead in the first half. Second half, it's killing them.
Without a doubt.
Janasek, the second one, she drains it. 7 points for Emma Janasek.
So 14-point cushion here for Lynnwood ending the third quarter here.
Worthy of note for the Eagles, very young. Janasek, she's just a sophomore.
Oh, that's scary. That's also scary.
In Arlington, this isn't their first rodeo. They have got quite a program up there. They have been down to Tacoma many times.
And they'll be there this year, too.
Absolutely. It's just now for seeding. Douglas can't get it, but there's Cooper. Can't get the putback. Bounces out. Beasler.
Oh, gets her pocket picked from behind. No time, though.
Beasler did a great job getting that. Went right back. 38-24. The lead now for the Lynnwood Royals as we head into fourth quarter action here at the Ladies Wesco Division I Championship 4A game. You're watching playoff basketball on STSPN.com. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back. Start of fourth quarter action here live from Glacier Peak High School. Championship Friday. Scott Oshman along with Tim Boyle, our first of two. The Lynnwood Lady Royals now enjoying a 38-24 lead, but Arlington gets the steal.
And Lynnwood opened it up a little bit in that. They only had 20 points at half, and they end up getting 18 points in the third quarter, so they did open it up a little bit.
Castaneda up top, number 3 in the ball game. Janasek deep to Leatherman, but it gets down on the floor, and when the post players get that peach down on the floor, it's scrappy.
I think they need to look to go down in the post a little bit more, because what they're doing now isn't working.
I would just drive the lane constantly. Here's a 3-ball air ball.
Yeah, you got a bunch of people in foul
Yeah.
trouble. Absolutely.
They're already in the bonus. Drive to the lane. Draw the foul.
Yeah, and they're only 2 fouls, and look at Marsh is furious right now.
Janasek out on Yasmin. She gets it across the timeline. Pivot comes out to set a screen. She goes left. Gets it to her younger sister, Jordan Edwards. Jordan leading the Royals with 12 points, but 3 fouls. Yasmin. Tough shot, 3-ball, dribbling right and stops. Again, 14-point lead, critical for Arlington to make a run with 6:37 left in the ball game.
They're going to need to do it real quick here.
Janasek, 13 on the shot clock. Drive to the basket, goes into Cooper, can't get the foul, does she?
I think she does.
Yes, she does, a late whistle.
On Cooper. But I think that's only her first foul.
Let's see what PA announcer Bob
second.
Blair,
Okay.
second. But again, she's going to the stripe, stops the clock.
Well, that's where you want to get your points right now, is with the clock stopped.
Janasek.
She's the only one making free throws for Arlington.
And Arlington, lucky as Rob, as you were saying, they were only 5 for 15 from the field in the third quarter was the Royals. Janasek makes both.
Well, they're within 12. I don't know if I'd call that striking distance, but stranger things have happened.
Janasek now with 9 points, 6 of those from the stripe. Out front is Cooper for the Royals. 14 on the shot clock, 6 minutes left to go in this championship basketball game. Pivot. Cooper, now Leatherman comes out, draws, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Douglas, Yasmin alone with Warren, can't get it, but rebound there by Cooper. Back up, can't get it again. Out is Arlington.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Lynnwood did a great job of running the shot clock all the way down, and that's what they want to do.
Leatherman now with a high shot 3-ball, but no good. Rebound by Lynnwood as Yasmin will take her time.
Yeah, Lynnwood just wants to slow it down here, wear out the shot clock. It's going to take Arlington scoring on most of their possessions down the stretch here to win this game.
Edwards drives to the left.
Ball out of bounds, Lynnwood basketball.
It's going to stay with the Royals. Pivots And we'll see who gets the possession. Arlington is going to end up with it. Good break for the Eagles. And Joe Marsh wants a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout on the floor. We'll come back and tell you about our great sponsors here. Playoff basketball on STSPN.com. Welcome back. Scott Oshman with Tim Boyle here, high above the Glacier Peak High School here, a packed house, 2 bands, parents, students. It's awesome high school basketball.
And Replay Rob just gave us the stat that Lynnwood's won for their last 11 from the field.
Cooper tries to dribble drive. Slice and dice, pick the pocket, but they're going to get a foul. Cooper.
Jump ball, I think is what they're
Freelancing.
saying.
Oh, they're saying jump ball? Yeah, no, if you're, again, they're the number 1 team in the state. They're getting tested. If you always look at the tape and go, hey, what do we have to improve on? Listen, we're outworking them on the offensive glass. We're getting huge opportunities for putbacks right under the rim. And we're 5 for 18. This, 2 for our last 11. Monte Cooper been brilliant from the line.
All they need is, realistically, Lynnwood only needs to score a few more points here, probably to close it out.
Yeah, with 4:47 left.
And they may get 2 right. Oh, they got 1 right there.
That's her first miss in a long time. It's going to stay with the Eagles. Stay tuned. We'll have a player of the game. Sorry, Tim.
I was going to say, you're probably getting to the point where you're going to see Arlington start to throw up a bunch of threes.
And again, it's if they want to stop the clock, we've been talking about drive to the basket. As you see, a great drive and dish, and the finish by Jayla Russ. Great job by Castaneda.
And you're absolutely right. They should drive and try to draw some fouls. They got some people in foul trouble, but they're running out of time.
But now you have the Edwards sisters behind the back. Great ball handlers. Edwards slices into the paint, can't get it to go. Again, the shooting troubles continue. Big rebound by Leatherman. Janasek to Castaneda, got it.
Okay, it's a 9-point game here. They're making it interesting.
Yasmin right back at you. Drives in, no call. Looks to the official.
Wow.
Serafina Balderas.
The crowd is getting fired up.
Down by 9, 3:44 left to go. Serafina Balderas with the basketball. 14 on the shot clock. Breaks it down, gets it to Leatherman.
Oh, and she throws it away.
My.
She's right in the middle of the 2 players there. She had 2 players wide open, throws it right in the middle. Ouch.
Costly turnover as they made a run.
And the coach knows it too. The coach feels it. He knows he's on the cusp there.
And there's a timeout on the floor. This exclusive high-definition stream broadcast on STSPN brought to you by Fred's Rivertown Ale House in downtown Snohomish. Also McDaniel's Do-It Center downtown Snohomish. Wesco Septic, awescoseptic.com. And also our good friends tonight
at the
Snohomish Eye Care Center. As you can see, Joe Marsh the head coach for Arlington. He is pouring his guts out down there.
Fired up. He's out on the court with them, trying to give him a little encouragement. That was a costly turnover right there. I just don't know what else to say about that. That could have killed them right there.
Basketball's such a big game of runs. They had a great run, missed the easy layup, turnover. Baldaras out here, 14 left on the shot clock, down by 9, had a chance to make this really interesting.
Now Arlington's going with the press.
Cooper handling the basketball. Boy, all these ladies, 1 through 5, 1 through 10. Big pick there by Rogers is Pivot. Left side, can't get it, gets the rebound. Back up and she'll draw the foul.
She does get the foul. I think that's going to be on Leatherman.
Michaela Pivot.
So she's in a little bit of foul trouble. But we're in 3 minutes left or so in the fourth quarter. Three fouls won't kill you.
She hits that one, as sometimes they do. Playoff basketball comes down to free throw shooting, as Leatherman will sit down. And Denike comes back in. Brittany having a good ball game.
And the free throw shooting is really probably the difference in this game. If Arlington could have shot halfway decent at the free throw line, this would be a whole different ball game. Lynnwood would be out of their comfort zone.
Absolutely. You know, Arlington had a chance to make this very close and very tight. Balderas over to Castaneda.
Another turnover. They got to get the shots off.
Edwards hammered by Jayla Russ, who's had a tremendous game. Again, no big harm right there, but an unfortunate decision there. Went baseline on the other side for Arlington, adding to their turnover totals, as Castaneda tried to get it back in the paint, but nobody was driving the lane. Jordan Edwards, the sophomore, hits it. Textbook form for Jordan Edwards.
I think Jordan Edwards is making a run at player of the game right now.
I think you're right.
And that's what she's thinking about right now.
That is right now. She wants to hang out on STSPN. It's a hallowed ground.
She wants a T-shirt.
She hits 2. She's our leading scorer. 14 points for Jordan Edwards.
Oh, look at that defense. Oh, and they turned it over. Oh.
No, they're going to call a foul, I think.
I think you're right.
And they're going to call it on Jordan.
Well, that's her fourth. She may foul out here and be player of the game. Double bonus.
She could. Hey, at least she'll be well rested when we go down to interview her.
Yeah, she won't be huffing and puffing.
A programming note coming up at 8 p.m. as Serafina Baldaras hits that free throw. A substitution again coming up at 8 o'clock tip-off right here live on STSPN. It is the 4A Wesco District 1 Championship matchup. The Arlington Eagles and the Jackson Timberwolves.
Okay, now we're back to an 11-point game here. It's going to take a little bit of a miracle here.
Kind of ease back. Pivot with the ball now. Not too much of an issue. Whoa, Kelsey sets a big screen. Pivot left hand, can't get it. Rebound by Russ. 2:35 left in the ball game. 43-32. Royal lead.
Here's where Arlington's going to have to start making a run here.
Sarah Short with the basketball.
They only have a few possessions left here. They're going to have to score on every one.
And here's Janacek.
Not even close there.
Good effort there by Short, trying to get not to go out of bounds, but
now Arlington's in the spot where they're going to have to come down and start shooting threes every possession.
Head coach Everett Edwards for the Lynnwood Royals now getting instruction to his ladies.
And you know what he's telling them.
What's he telling them?
Slow it down. Burn the clock.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Cooper cannot get it.
Oh, Cooper was out of bounds when that ball went back to her.
So despite the less than good, I should say, the week from the field for Lynnwood, my goodness, they're going to shoot themselves and are they going to be very upset with their shooting percentage from
I think
point blank range.
What saves Lynnwood is they played some just stifling defense tonight. And that's going to be a foul on Pivic, I believe.
Are they going to call it on Pivic? Again, turnovers to your point there, Tim, a huge issue. 8 for Lynnwood in the first half. And 11 for Arlington in the first half. I don't know what our turnover ratio, if we have that for the second.
But how many free throws have they lost? Because look at the score and how many free throws have they not
Oh,
made?
I think they could have. I think they could be winning this game if they were hitting their free throws. And
Taylor
here we
Russ
go again.
Again, misses.
We'll have to talk to replay Rob here about the free throws tonight.
Timeout called by Arlington.
And that's a timeout on the floor. Again, a time to tell you, right after this ball game, we will have the player of the game. You're looking for Jordan Edwards right now, Tim?
Right now, unless something drastically changes, I think it's her.
We'll have that. If you're new to STSBN, you can check it out all year long. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos. You can check out our YouTube station at Snohomish Times. On demand, live, it doesn't matter, Tim Boyle. You want high school sports? STSBN.com is where to get it.
They can even see some of your interviews with your past interviews, Scott.
Hey, I'd like to, as a programming note, we are the only service that has the video of this game immediately available when the game is over.
On
so
our
if you
YouTube.
missed anything, you just run over there.
That's for the people that like to listen to us so much, they're going to go and click right back on it.
Oh, well, you just lost our on-demand views right there.
I lost
Tim.
half our viewers right there. Sorry about that.
No problem. Also, one of the great technological features of STSBN, like nobody else, is you can watch it on YouTube on your phone, any type of device, tablet, phone, doesn't matter. Apple, Android.
Oh, she misses them both.
Jayla just having a tough night from the
and
stripe tonight.
Arlington as a team has just been dreadful tonight at the free throw line.
Good news for Eagles fans. You are headed down to regional play no matter what.
They get to go to the Tacoma Dome. Great for their fans because that's fun to go down there and watch those games. They got them going all day long.
It's a great atmosphere down there. I know Todd Elvig from STSBN will be down at Tacoma Dome covering playoff basketball.
Oh, he is, huh?
We'll have either video, we'll have photography, we'll have updates on our Facebook, Twitter, and Sarah Short for Arlington heads to the free throw line. Sarah, just a sophomore. Again, a young team, the Arlington Eagles.
See if she can hit a couple free throws.
She does.
The shorter you are, the better free throw shooter.
Nothing
you are.
but the snap at the bottom of that net. I got that from Johnny Mack.
There you go.
Again.
The nylon. Sarah Short. And again, Emma Janasek for the Arlington Eagles. 9 points tonight, but she's just a gamer,
Oh,
Tim.
they would have lost by 40 if they didn't have her on the team.
43-34 now, the score for the Lynnwood Royals as Baldara's still fighting in there.
What do they call them there? I'm not sure what they're calling.
And they want a jump ball up here.
Oh, no, I think they're going to say Lynnwood called the timeout first. And, oh, look at the coach. Look at Marsh is furious.
Timeout on the court. We're going to take a quick timeout on audio right here. You're watching playoff basketball only on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
We need Marsh to be mic'd up.
We do. We'll be back right after this. We do have to have the sounds of Wesco Championships by Joe Marsh. Can we get him mic'd up, Todd
I think
Elvig?
it'd just be bleep, 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 bleep.
That would be gold. We would go off the charts with that footage.
We would. And I don't think we get fined either.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and that's...
And Serafina
Wow.
Baldaras, she's a little fired up. She heads right to the stripe, Tim Boyle.
Wow, she hit them both last time, Scott.
1:19 left to go.
See, she hits them both here.
9
She could
point
get it to 7.
advantage.
Oh. I think Marsh is going to start swinging here in a minute.
Double bonus for Lynnwood.
Oh, they're saying it doesn't get to go to the free throw line.
No, because it's an off-ball foul.
Off-ball.
Kelsey Rogers takes a seat again. Yasmin Edwards in, Jordan Edwards.
You know, she had good form just practicing that free throw.
She did. Hey, as one pregame All-American to another, I was deadly in warm-ups. Unbelievable.
A pre-game All-American.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like it.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
I haven't heard that one. You've been saving that up?
I guess so. It just came to me.
That's good stuff.
Thank you. Russ, turn around from the elbow, no good. Bounces out, 1:06 left on.
That's
game
gonna
clock.
end it there for Lynnwood.
Lynnwood continue.
They're gonna foul Jasmine Edwards, I believe.
Again, you got to love head coach Joe Marsh. We're maybe teasing him a little bit about his passion and enthusiasm, but he is coaching right down to the last second.
Oh yeah, he's not throwing in the towel.
That's Sarah Short's second foul, and it's going to send the senior to the line. Most talking again about the matchup possibly down in Tacoma. Lynnwood.
I foresee both these teams going deep into the playoffs.
4A.
Ooh.
Cleveland again. I know the Royals and head coach Everett Edwards, he'd like another shot
Oh, absolutely he would.
at Cleveland.
And frankly, I think Arlington played them very well. I mean, if they could hit a few of those free throws.
I agree. This game really could have been a lot closer.
Edwards sitting for her second.
10-point game, 58 seconds left.
Arlington. Janasek Baldaras. Inside, Baldaras pivots. She drives, scoops. Great job just to get it up to the rim. Cooper with the rebound, 42 seconds left in this game.
Yeah, this is about the time where you can stop fouling, I think.
Serafina gets the foul as she heads to the stripe. Again, if you hold the Lynnwood Royals this year under 44 or under 50 points, you're doing a tremendous job.
How many times did that happen?
I am looking at their season totals as we speak. 43 just their last game against Edmonds Woodway. I don't know if that was their last game. Check that, 43-26, a win over Edmonds Woodway.
Well, they've pretty much got most of their last 16, 17 points have almost all come from the free throw line here.
They've won this game from the stripe. There's no doubt about it.
And Arlington lost the game from the stripe.
Yep. Janasek, 32, three ball.
No.
Front rim, no. Cooper.
No reason to foul at that point.
Hack Orama.
Down by 11.
As they stop.
I'm guessing that's going to be the last time they're going to foul.
Sarah Short, her third foul. Shooting now will be Monty Cooper. Tremendous game by Cooper, just a junior, 5'10". She's done a pretty decent, she misses that one, but she's done well from the free throw line tonight. Then coming up on STSPN, 8 o'clock, the boys for a championship winners bracket game, and Monty hits that one. Arlington playing out the final seconds, 19. Janasek, little two-step jumper there by Russ, can't get it to go. Pivic, who's played a great game tonight, will let this one go down.
And you're heading down to see if you can see her.
Tim Boyle will take you along and get you some totals. I'm going to head down for a player of the game.
Are we going to tell the fans who it is, or let them be in suspense? Scott's going to go down and grab Jordan Edwards, who's going to be the player of the game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, Lynnwood was able to close it out 46-34. Lynnwood got fortunate tonight with Arlington just not able to connect on the free throws tonight. It'd be a whole different ball game if they were able to hit some free throws, but didn't happen. Lynnwood, number 1 in the state. Both these teams are moving on to the Tacoma Dome. Actually, both teams put up a valiant effort here. Lynnwood's defense was just a little bit too much for Arlington. Arlington's pretty confused the whole time on offense, and frankly, Lynnwood was a little confused too with almost all of their last 17, 18 points, almost all but 2 or 3 coming from the free throw line. So they just couldn't hit anything from the field. And right
Todd,
now,
can you hear me from there? They're going to go cut down the nets. Then we'll get our player of the game, Jordan Edwards. We'll take you over there.
Okay.
You have Yasmin Edwards. Jasmine up there cutting the net. You think they brought their scissors, Tim Boyle?
Well, apparently they did, or they borrowed some.
Again, our District 1 4A Girls Championship team, the Lynnwood Royals.
So both these...
amazing season, and it's far from over as they put on their back-to-back Wesco District 4A champs.
Scott and I are not in sync right now, so he can't hear what I'm saying, but I can hear what he's saying. So he's going to grab Jordan Edwards here in just a second. But stay with us because we got a great game coming up. We got number 1 Jacks, number 1 in the state, 4A Jackson boys versus number 5 Arlington. So we have a couple back-to-back great games for you tonight.
Tim Boyle there, Scott Oshman. I'm down on the floor. You're watching now. Cooper up, taking her chance to cut down the nets. Back-to-back champions for the Lynnwood Royals.
And Scott should be getting Jordan right after she's done there. Stay with us for player of the game here in just a second. And Lynnwood's putting on their championship t-shirts here.
Tim, I can't hear you, but you can probably hear me. An excited group down here as the girls gathering. They get the trophy, Everett Edwards, and this is Kelsey Rogers. You can hear the great Lynnwood Royal fans.
Coach Everett Edwards there holding up the trophy. Congratulations to him. What a great year Lynnwood's had, being nationally ranked number 1 in the state. And it's very impressive for Lynnwood to have a run like that. Tough team, tough school to be real successful at. And here we go.
Okay, Scott Oshman here, our player of the game, STSBN player of the game, Jordan Edwards. 14 unofficial tonight. It seemed like that second half, Jordan, the closer you got to the hoop, the harder it was to make it. You had almost all your points from the free throw line. Tell us what you're feeling.
It felt amazing. We played good as a team. Personally, I felt like I did a good game. I could have maybe fouled a little less so I could play more, but I felt like I did good, and I'm glad I hit a lot of free throws.
Obviously, the Edwards sisters, you've been here before. What was the discussion at halftime? These Arlington Eagles played you very tough that first half and the entire game.
We just wanted to stay positive. We had a good first quarter, and we just wanted to stay in it, play good defense, and just pass a little more on offense, try to get open shots.
So you've been there before. You're just a sophomore, right? What is now the mentality as you head into regionals and then, you go here for another or to the state to get a title?
We just want to do the same thing. I mean, we could do a little bit better with sharing the ball and everything, but we just want to do the same thing. We're doing good stuff.
And what do you do on your off time? What do you like to do? You hanging out? You got friends? You got music? What's your deal?
Yeah, I like to watch movies, Netflix, and hang out with my friends and my family.
And she now will be following STSBN on the Twitter sphere, on Facebook, right?
Yes, I will.
Jordan Edwards, our player of the game. Thank you, Jordan. Congratulations. Good luck going forward. And we'll send it back up to Tim Boyle for a second. I'll try and get head coach Everett Edwards.
Thank you, Scott. Great interview, and obviously she's going to be looking forward to a state title run. Now we're going to grab Coach Everett Edwards. Hang with us for just a sec, folks. We may not get him.
Okay, we're waiting for head coach Everett Edwards here. He's going to put some things down. He's got a lot of media commitments here, and we'll try and get a post-game interview with head coach of the Lynnwood Royals. He's got to get all pretty now. He's got to get his jacket off and get ready. It's prime time, baby.
Scott's all fired up. We got another game to do too. Well, we got him first.
There. How you doing?
Good. Oh, so we talk here.
We're talking
awesome.
Right here. Look at this. Wireless mic, everything.
I like it.
So back to back. Did you bring the scissors this time, or did you have to borrow some?
We ended up bringing a pair of scissors at the last minute. We almost forgot. So what a great game. What a great atmosphere. So many people out. Got both the bands rocking for girls high school basketball. You just got to love it.
I talked to our player of the game, again, Jordan Edwards. You know her very well, I think.
Yes, know her a little bit.
She had a tremendous game. Obviously, the Royal, the defense, the smothering defense, that's been kind of your signature. What was the discussion at halftime as these Arlington Eagles fought hard all game, but at halftime it was tight?
Hey, they're a great team. They have a very good coach, and they run very good stuff. And we just prided ourselves on trying to get off to a better start against them. And we kind of was able to keep their three-point shooters from really going off on us. So between them, not hitting so many threes, and I don't know what Leatherman ended up with. She's a very good player, and we had to spend so much attention to her. But I think we just did a really good job defensively.
Talk a little bit about the frustration, the bucket. The closer they got, the harder it was. The putbacks, the doorstep right below the rim, you couldn't buy a bucket.
It seemed like, if we would have made a few more buckets, it would have been a lot not as stressful for me. But that being said, that's how basketball is sometimes. Sometimes it bounces in when you think you miss, and that's just the way it is. So I'm very thankful just to get the win, and whether it's a 2-point win or a 20-point win, it really doesn't matter.
Lastly, the mentality. You've been there before. Your road to the state championship. Anything different this time, Coach, that you're going to go into? You're older, mature. Anything different this time heading to Tacoma?
Just the experience, and we got to win a game to get to Tacoma first, right? So we're very excited to get a good week of practice. We're very excited to play in that regional game and have an opportunity to represent our Wesco League in the tournament. So
hey, good luck. Head coach Everett Edwards, pleasure meeting you. That's it, Lynnwood Royals back-to-back championship District 1 Wesco. Hey, head on, and we'll be back with more on STSBN.com right after this.
Great interview, Scott. We're going to take a break for just a minute here. Stay with us. We got one great game coming up here.